right, so in this video, I'm going to show you how you can submit projects, and this is how we're going to be submitting projects for the rest of the semester. Everything you do this entire semester, you're going to see here, or you're going to submit it this way. I'm in Blackboard, just on our home page. If you look over here, the very last option says Submit Projects. I have set up just a demo. There's no grade for this. This is just so you guys can practice. I've set up a demo. I'm going to open it up and you can see the due date for this. I'm gonna have to, I guess, oh, well, that was the demo. I'm not gonna change the due date, whatever, it can just see whatever. But if you, on unit 1, you'll see what the due date is for that unit. You'll see how many points are possible. Don't freak out when it says 0 points. You're gonna see in your grade book, 0 points. That's for the red lines. Those are not worth points. There's no points I can give you for that. That's not for a grade. So when you get a project back and you got a 0 on it, as long as it was a red line, you don't need to worry about it. You get a 0 on your final project, we should talk. So anyway, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna come in here. If you need to write some text, whatever text you wanna write in here. Things you don't wanna write as text is, especially on your final submission, you don't wanna say, I had a hard time when I was doing that one thing and it didn't work and I couldn't get it to work, so I don't know how to do that. Don't submit that as your final because like you need to get that to work. Come ask me. Don't mention it in a comment when you submit it for a grade. So I'm here, ask me about it. Unless every once in a while it'll be like, I'll come to your station and I can't get it to work, so then I'm like, whatever, just put a comment in there and remind me that I said it's okay that this one thing was weird. Sometimes that happens. But all you're going to do is right here, attach file, you're going to browse and go find the file that you want to attach. So in this case, you're going to come in here to Intermediate, Unit 1, you're going to go attach your layouts project, and you're going to browse again for a second time, and you're going to attach your title block. So you're going to attach 2 different files. Be really, really, really careful when you're attaching. All of our files have a BAK, and that's a backup. AutoCAD just automatically makes a backup. Do not give me your BAK. I need your DWG. So it's really important. They're right next to each other. Super easy to accidentally click on the wrong one, but make sure that you give me your DWG, and you'll see it say DWG here. When you're done, you're just going to say submit. I don't know what happens if I submit. Yeah, it doesn't want to do it for me because I'm an instructor. I can't submit to myself. But what I'm going to do is I want to release your screens. I'm going to pause the video, and I want you guys, this is a demo, attach something. I don't even care. It could be a picture, it could be a file, just attach some kind of file. I'm not even going to open it, so it doesn't even matter what you attach, just anything. And then I'll show you where it goes from here, how we do it from here. Okay, now we pause so that you guys could submit something, just whatever, for practice. And now what I want to do is show you what it looks like on my end when I open it up. I want you to see how this connects. So I'm going to go to my control panel, Grade Center, and I'm going to go to my full Grade Center. So you guys can see this is what my Grade Center looks like. Oh man, is it not showing? Hold on, let me pause on. All right, so we just, on my end, I had it hidden where it wasn't showing. But I want you to see what it looks like on my end. When you submit something, I see an exclamation mark, and that lets me know that it needs to be graded. When you look at your grades on your end, you see an exclamation mark. You see the exact same thing that I see. So you never have to come to me. It's okay if you do, but you don't have to come to me and say, I just submitted it. Do you see it? Did you get it? Did you get it? Did you see it? Look in your grades. If you see that exclamation mark, I see that exclamation mark, and I did get it. So you can, and I'll show you how you can look at your grades. So when it's time for me to grade stuff, I'm going to come in here. I'm going to click onto the project. This is just a demo. Angela, I'm going to use you as my guinea pig here. I'm going to say View Grade Details. And then I'm going to see some details in here. I'm going to say Grade Attempt. And this is it. So she typed in some text in here, and then I can see the She attached an image. I can open up that image. I will see your drawing files over here. I'll look at it, I'll grade it. When the time comes, I'll say, good job, there's your final grade. Whatever note I'm gonna say back to you, and then I'm gonna say submit. The minute I say submit, it moves on to the next person, and Angela can now look in her grades, and she can see my note, if I attach something, and her grade. Yes, sir?
You actually made it end up in for Angela's in a template.
Oh, well, it's because in that demo, my date was set to last year when I created that demo. So it looks like it's late. That's just for this project.
Oh, you still got to we work on it?
Yeah, this is just practice. And I had not updated the date of that demo. So I'm just coming in here and I'm giving you all credit. 100s for everybody.
I did.
Even though there's no credit at all.
We don't really get credit.
No, out of 0. You get 100 out of 0. So.
Unfortunately, I did submit something already in there.
So when I come back to my grade book, I'm like, yay, everybody made a 100. Good job, guys. Woohoo. So anyway, that's how I'm going to grade. I want you to look at this icon legend. Y'all saw this exclamation mark that says needs grading. That's a note to me. One thing, though, that I see a lot is this little hourglass, this little clock-looking thing, attempted progress. When you guys are working on submitting it, you've gone into Blackboard, you've clicked Submit Projects, and you go to Attach. If you clicked Save instead of Submit, it shows up for me as attempt in progress. So be sure to click Submit.
That show on ours.
I think it will, because I don't have a grade, I don't have your end of things. It doesn't look like that for me. I have this end of things. Y'all don't have this. On your site, it probably does say attempt in progress, and sometimes it'll happen. I'll either email you when I'm sitting down grading, I'll shoot you an email and say, hey, go and click submit. Or if you're in class, I'll be like, hey, Pam, go submit. So, just let you know, just log in real quick and click the submit button. It happens sometimes. I really have never seen any of these other things. I really don't come across a lot of errors. Blackboard is pretty glitch free as far as that kind of stuff goes. But I just want you to know this is how you're going to submit all of your projects. When you are ready to submit projects, I'm going to show you what it looks like in my world. My edit mode is off, but when I'm an instructor and I'm in edit mode, there's demo and it's showing up. But do you see how this is grayed out? So it's grayed out because I don't have it set to show up just yet. Because remember I told you with Blackboard I can set a start time and an end time. So I can come in here right now, edit this, and it tells you what's due here. And I told you it's due Sunday the 19th at 10 o'clock p.m. That's what's officially listed as the due date. I can come in here, and I was planning to have this display on Monday. I can change that to be displayed today, submit, and now you see how it's not grayed out. If you refresh your screens, you're going to see that red line 1. So I'm showing you this because now if you're done, if you happen to finish, I don't want you to, by the way, I don't want you to submit title blocks today. It's a 2-part unit.
Oh,
so you
sorry.
wait. No, you did it as demo. It's okay. It's a 2-part unit. So you need to submit title blocks and layouts at the same time. But when you do attach both of those files, you'll see it in here. Sometimes it'll happen if you're working ahead, just like today. If you were working ahead and you got finished and redline 1 wasn't showing up yet, just let me know, hey, can you make redline 1 show up? Or where I have it set to shut off, sometimes we might take an extra day to work on something. And I have it set, it shuts off at the originally planned time. I need to give it another day. Just let me know, hey, go open it up. Just let me know. It was super easy to do. I can just adjust the dates and open things and close things as needed. So, but you'll see when you're looking at this, when I'm doing it on my end, you can see the 19th at 10:05. It only has 5-minute increments, so it's actually 10:05 when it shuts off. But it'll just disappear, and you lost your opportunity for a red line. So if you don't get it in at that deadline, red line deadline, then it's just gone. And what you submit The day that right when that red line shuts off, the final submission opens up. So at 10 o'clock on Sunday, that same Sunday, it's going to switch out. Red line's gone, the final one's there. So if you submit something and you miss that deadline, then it'll switch over, and what you're submitting is your final grade. So be sure and submit, even if you're not done with everything and you still have stuff that you need to work on, please just submit what you have by the red line. It's better for me to mark up half of your project than nothing at all. So, and I would rather do that than nothing. I want you guys to succeed. I want you guys to, do well in the class and get these red lines and comments. So, that's it. Do you guys have questions for me? No? Did this clear it up? Do you feel really comfortable? One thing I didn't show you guys is on your end, if you click on tools and over here, my grades, obviously it doesn't look like anything for me, but if you guys click there, you're going to see every project that's due this semester. You'll see redline 1, final 1, redline 2, final 2, and you'll see your grade. Once again, don't freak out when you see a 0 for your grade on the red line. There's no points I can give you for that. That's no points. So you didn't make a 0. That's not going to affect your GPA or your grade in this class. So you can always check it in there under tools. Any other questions, comments, thoughts? All right.